Hello everyone. Hi, this is Vinay, and today this video is about how to build a website through WordPress. I have designed the website using WordPress, and I'm going to give a detailed explanation of how did I design it and about the functionalities of WordPress. So before that, let me give you a quick introduction about WordPress. WordPress is a free and open source content management system based on PHP and MySQL as databases. To function, WordPress has to be installed on a web server, which could either be a part of an internet hosting service or a network host in its own right. Example of the first scenario may be a service like WordPress.com, for example of that, and a local computer may be used for single user testing and learning purposes. WordPress has the awesome feature called plugins, and it is based on a template system where you just have to drag and drop. WordPress was first released in 2003 and its founders were Matt Mullenweg and Mike Little. WordPress is definitely the best web template system using a template processor. Its architecture is a font controller routing all requests for non-static URIs to a single PHP file which passes the URI and identifies the target page. So this allows the support for more human-readable permalinks. WordPress also uses different themes. Themes can allow users to change the look and the functionality of the WordPress site without altering the core code or website. Every WordPress website requires at least one theme to be present, and with structured PHP and valid HTML languages and cascading style sheets. Many free themes are listed in the WordPress theme directory, and there are some premium themes too which are available for purchase, but I recommend of what I have used. I feel that free themes are good. And the plugins too, there are some free versions and the pro versions. The plugins of the free versions are good enough in case if you need, but the free plugins include search engine optimization or client portals, etc. So yeah, native applications exist in WebOS, Android, iOS, Windows Phone, and BlackBerry. These applications designed by Automatic allow a limited set of options, which include adding new blog posts and pages, commenting, moderating comments, replying to comments in addition to that. So WordPress also features integrated link management, a search engine friendly, clean permalink structure, ability to assign multiple categories of posts, and support for tagging posts. It also enables multi-user and multi-blogging. So Matt Mullenweg has stated that the future of WordPress is in social, mobile, and as an application platform. So this is the website which I have designed. This website aims at Student Association of India, in which are it's for the Indians who are in Minnesota State University, Mankato, and around Mankato. So this is how I designed the website. Before I give a in detail explanation of what are the steps for the website, let me explain what I actually designed. So here I'm hosting through WAMP server in my local host. I just refreshed all the services and restarted. WAMP server is pretty easy to use, and you can easily install it and connect it, and you have to keep it in. When you download and install it, WAMP server gets into your C drive, or you can give any customized location to it, and www, and here's where you have to get the install WordPress copied here. So after you get that copied, you have to just change the config PHP file, and you can edit through Notepad++. So what you have to edit here is probably the DB name, and yeah, here's my DB name, my user name. I didn't give any password for my DB. It's recommended not to. So these are the only things you have to edit in your config file, and you can just save them. So yeah, let me go ahead with my website. So the home page, I used a template, obviously, home page, and my DB is used for login and register. So let us go and register. So the registration form is also through a plugin, which I will be explaining in detail. So the registration, it's a simple registration form: username, first name, last name, email address, password, confirm password, and date of birth. And that's it. And since I have already registered, let me log in to it. It's slow because I'm hosting in local host. So here, this is my friend's profile. He already kept his display picture. So here, what is the main purpose of the site is to know all the students about the events coming. So obviously, or they can post of whatever queries they have it here. So here is the post functionality. I have also used a plugin called user submitted post. So it's simple. It's just that I'll just give my name. I just want to post about what it's about, and also I'll choose a file of which I can upload images. This was an event which happened yesterday, so I just wanted to upload images of that. So I'll just give a title. And I'll submit this post. So this post will get moderated by the admin. After I post, I optimize the feature like that. So yeah, please wait while your post is being moderated by the admins. Let me show you the back end of it. So this is the dashboard, and I'll just leave this. So here are where it functions: posts, media, events, pages, all the pages, comments. Ultimate Member is the plugin which I use for registration and login side, and the plugins which I've used, you can add new plugins. So yes, coming back to the user submitted post, it's in settings. I just have to confirm the post, and I'll just go to all posts. It should appear into it because it is connected with PHP admin, my PHP admin, and yeah, so here's the pending group. So let me go ahead and publish it. Meanwhile, this is PHP my admin. Yeah, I'll just, since it's an image, I'll just publish it as an image, and I'll just go ahead and publish it. This is the DB of which I'm using it. So let us go and check. I open this in an account. Let us go and check. Whatever post will be approved will appear in newsfeed. So yeah, here it is. So here are the images which anyone can download and comment. I'll just comment and it will go ahead and comment. In the meanwhile, I'm just showing. So this is this is my structure. These are the tables which have default. I have created none of the tables. These are the tables which have been created by the plugin itself. So here are the users. I'm logged in with this user now. So my comment has been posted and I can reply to even comments. I've kept even the comments for moderation. So let me check what are the other features in the site. The homepage is just a simple description of what it is, and yeah, it's probably acting as the virtual roof. So, and the contact info and the finders, and about this site I've kept in probably every page as a sidebar. Account info, whenever he wants to reset a password or forgot password, you can just go ahead and do it, or add a profile picture or anything. Even the account info, you can change password, privacy, anything. You can go ahead and delete the account, and members will show all the other members who are registered in the site. Yeah, that's me. So there are 4 members registered now. Newsfeed is the tab which I've already showed you about. It will include all the latest posts, and you can just leave comments randomly. Post is a simple event. And what are the upcoming events here? Upcoming events is just the Diwali night, and this I've just given access to the admin here. So upcoming events, and that's it. I mean, this is about the website. Now let me have a look and I'll figure out. Let me give a detailed version of how I actually did this. Now let me go ahead and actually show you the dashboard of what all options it includes. It is a pretty efficient site, and as I showed you, first I'll go to the Ultimate Member where I generated forms. So the way you can install a plugin is go to plugin and add new, and these are the default registration, login, and the profile. All you have to do is you have to just edit it, and it'll create pages on its own, and I don't need to do anything except edit of what I require. So here's how you add the plugin. You can just search for a plugin here, searching for Ultimate Member. Some are free, some are pro, and you can purchase it too. But most of the free plugins are sufficient enough. They're good until unless you're aiming at some social media profiles. So here's the thing, you can just, you have options here. You can just go and edit if you want to keep a strong password. Edit fields and minimum characters, maximum length, whichever you can just go and edit. And you can also add any field if you want to add. The field managers will suggest you some default ones, and some you can also set up a new predefined field. And this is about the registration. The login is also the same, just with 2 options. So here's how you get the Ultimate. You just have to install and download it, and it appears on your dashboard. It's as simple as that, and the pages will be created automatically. All you have to do is go ahead and add it to your menus. So this is the default login profile, default profile and default login. I haven't done any change in it. It's probably just the email ID and the password. So this is how you use Ultimate Member, and you also have some extensions. I did install the Gravatar transfer and the BuddyPress avatar. So they are just 2 extensions for free, and it's sad that you just have those. You can actually, I can go ahead and install the online users. I just need to get this add-on for free and add the zip file in the add plugin bar. So this is about the plugin, and another plugin which I use is the user submitted post to get the posts in the form. So here are the plugin settings, and I just disable all the fields which I will not require, and these are some of the settings. And for see auto publish, I said always moderate via pending, so whenever you post it'll go to pending and it'll come to me, and you can go to the post tab and just edit it. These are about the image settings, and these are quite easy, and they are probably by default, so I haven't changed anything in it. So yeah, let's go to the appearance theme. Appearance, selecting a theme, there are various number of themes. Some are free and some are pro. Again, I just installed a free theme, and I also made sure that I didn't want a single page theme. There are many single page themes, and since my website is a multi-page website, I made sure I got a theme of multi-page. Then I had customized widgets, menus. So let me go ahead and see what's in the customized menu. In the meanwhile, this is the menu structure. So all the pages which have been created will be automatically added. You just have to tick that and add to menu. This is how I arranged my menu: home, account info, and these are the sub items. So if you don't want it as a sub item, you can just flip it here, or you can just flip it here and you can use it as a sub item. So these are my menu. Under account info, I've kept the profile sub item, and members, login, I just kept a forgot password, newsfeed, post, register, I just displayed in my location as primary menu. You can also have custom links. You can also have categories for the menu. So this is about the menu, and let us go to customizers. This is where you can change themes. This is about the general customizing. The header area is what I used. Probably the header slider, the images which are loading, I've done it through the header slider, and I have posted comments on them. You can also give a call button to it. I removed the call button which comes with the default theme because I didn't want it over. Header media, whichever media you want. Menu style, and the blog options are easy. Fonts having probably the same, whichever you're the most disadvantage is that there are no font solutions. All we have to do is we have to find a font, and we have to give the font name. There are no default suggestions. There's not a drop down for all the fonts. That is not a good thing which I found. And this is about the photo, color, background images, menu which we saw, the events calendar, everything. So this is how basically is the back end of WordPress with all the themes related to it. WordPress is definitely the to-go site for designing websites in a quick time. So here are the pros of what I'm looking at. Yeah, it's free. It's an open source tool. Anyone can use it. So that is the biggest advantages of using WordPress. And it also allows intuitive posting. The ease of access is very good. Plus there are abundant number of plugins. There is a plugin, I think every major company has a WordPress plugin for itself, which is very cool. And each plugin has various extensions. So That is a very beneficial part for all the developers. And WordPress revisions, like if you're anything like me, the default WordPress function will come in handy. Like all of the page changes and drafts are saved to be behind the door. You're able to restore an older version of a page or retrieve a sentence that you erased accidentally. And the mobile readiness is also good, and it's also easy to learn. I mean, I just took a day. I'm not so good at it, but I'm mediocre. But I mean, it's very easy to use, and the ease of synchronization with all the popular resources too. Like you have a lot of YouTube tutorials. Like the market is supporting it, so there is a lot of support for it, and so many videos for tutorials, and which are easy, and you can just go through them and start using. It's definitely time efficient. I mean, I completed the whole website in just like 6 hours. So yeah, I mean, you can easily use, install, and edit too. And the choice of designs are also niche. When compared to your, like, you can find a fitting design no matter in which niche your site will be. The search engine optimization is also good. Now let us have a look at some of the cons. Some of the cons can be that it requires maintenance, like you have to keep checking back like in every 15 to 30 days, because some of the plugins may not work. They might have stopped working, or they did need an update, so you should keep checking. The other con should be bad themes. There are not so many good themes. However, the pro version does have like good themes, but all the themes are probably one pager, and there are not so many customized things. There is more scope to customize uh, on the themes, and it's also the vulnerability. I mean, if you choose to use WordPress, please be mindful of increasing your security level, because WordPress with default settings can be vulnerable to hacker attacks and viruses. And also, the one thing which I didn't mention and which is striking up me right now is the layouts and the design editing. I mean, using the bare engine to create your own design and layouts can be like harsh for a beginner. Unless you're an experienced coder, consider use some tools to help you out among such WordPress theme frameworks. These frameworks are basically good enough. But I mean, again, the maintenance difficulties of the WordPress site is something which is like technically required. And also about the high requirements, technically WordPress has a high hosting requirement. Like you need to ensure you get an up-to-date hosting plan to run WordPress smoothly. You can also choose Linux operating system, and it's definitely not a perfect fit for large stores. Like WordPress is just a blogging engine. Even though there are advanced plugins to convert WordPress to it'll be no match to an actual e-commerce engine. And I think there's not enough horsepower for heavy content. Like if you plan to launch a site to compete with Netflix or Pinterest using WordPress, very sorry, it will not work. And it's no use, no, not easy life for social networks and larger enterprises. By default, the communication systems of WordPress are limited to the most comment section. You can improve that with the plugins that will replace it, or alternatively, you can add contact forms or even live chat using other extensions. Nevertheless, I wouldn't use WordPress if the purpose of my site was to develop a user to network. However, alternative to WordPress is, if you think you'll be better off with WordPress, that's fine. There's a number of open source CMS that might suit you better, like the Joomla and Drupal. So feel free to check those also. And thank you for staying throughout the video. I hope it did add some value of your time. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, please post in the comment section below.